Right, hello Year 7 and welcome to our very first virtual assembly. To start off our virtual assembly, I'd like to start it as we would normally start our assemblies if we were in school. So I'm going to say good morning to you and we're going to have a little pause whilst I listen very carefully because you're going to be saying good morning, Miss Yates back. Are we ready? Good morning Year 7. Beautiful. Good morning to you too, and what a lovely day it is today. Welcome to our first virtual assembly. I'm going to hand you over in a moment to Miss Button because she's going to talk to you a little bit about all the amazing things that have come back to us, that the stuff that you've been doing at home, that we're really proud of your achievements here at school. So I'm going to hand you over to Miss Button.
Good morning, Year 7. We're just going to celebrate how fantastic you have been this last term. You have overcome lots of different obstacles and you have worked really, really hard, and we're going to go through that just now. So, I'd just like to remind you that the pastoral team are here should you need any support at all, and you know to contact Mrs Venables and Mrs Eaton, myself, should you need anything at all. Those of you that are celebrating Ramadan, we wish you a very happy and blessed Ramadan. But like I said, it has been a very, very busy term, and it has been a very, very different term to what we are normally used to. You've had to carve a different way of life for yourself, and we're going to celebrate that now. You've been working from home, and you've been working from home, on the whole, really, really well. You have been providing yourselves with timetables, you've been accessing your work, you've been submitting your work, you've been putting lots and lots of effort into your work, and we actually couldn't be more proud of you girls. So really, really big well done. You're spending a lot more time with people at home at the moment, and I'm hoping that you're managing to find a way of dealing with that. I'm hoping that you're all kind of engaging with each other. Perhaps maybe you could be playing some board games. The DT board game that you've been working on would be great. And you're getting, maybe reconnecting with some family, okay? But that can be a little bit stressful at times. Some of you have told me about siblings that are getting on your nerves a little bit, and we just need to start embracing each other and looking after those people who are really, really important to us, okay? People that you're not living with, but friends, family who are a long way away, or even just around the corner who you can't see, you're managing to find ways of communicating with them and seeing them and still having those party nights or film nights or sleepovers where you just virtually have communication with each other. So you've been using Zoom and Skype and messenger services, and that's really lovely. Keep seeing those people, keep communicating. It's really important to for your well-being to keep those relationships going, okay? On a Monday morning, you've all been really, really eagerly awaiting the influx of your work for the week. How are you going to access it? What do you need to do? How are you going to plan your time? And there have been a few hiccups and a few things to iron out along the way. And you have done a fantastic job of being really, really resilient, adapting to new ways of working, and overcoming, like I said, lots of different obstacles. And we're hoping that they're becoming less and less. You're communicating them to us, and you're communicating them to us really, really well and really, really clearly as to what the specific problem is, okay? And we are doing our best to help you. And you're doing a fantastic job, girls, so please keep going. We are all focusing at the moment on being kind to each other, okay? We've had the 30 days of kindness challenges, and I just want to share with you what other people in your year group have been doing to be kind. We've had people who have been putting their sewing skills to good use and creating scrubs and wash bags for scrubs to go into. We've had girls in over the Easter break making visors to be sent off to the NHS and to care homes across Bath to protect our key workers. People have also been thinking about their community and people around them. So we had Ella, who was looking after one of her neighbours. And we had Annabelle, who's been baking to cheer up her family. We've also been decorating our homes in ways that we can support the NHS. Who's been getting involved in the clap for the NHS every Thursday evening? I know I have, I'm out there with my saucepan. And it's just a really, really great way, girls, of all coming together and showing our support for each other, showing that we care for one another. Now, to the learning part. So, we've got lots and lots of different electronic platforms that you've all been using. I just want to share with you, for Sam Learning, as a school, we have covered over 3,569 hours since school closed on Sam Learning. And our top users are all in Year 7. So we have Jasmine Southern, Eve Harris and Annabelle Ruth, who all get 5 house points. That's fantastic, ladies, well done. We have on Seneca, we are 94th out of 7,826 schools. Fantastic. And we have got, we are obviously the most number of users, number of hours for Year 7 across the school. So I'm really, really proud of you girls and keep that going. Kahoot! Lots of different Kahoots been happening. We have been, Mr. Notton has been doing whole school Kahoots, which has had a really great uptake from Year 7. You've all been getting involved in that, but also lots of different Kahoots happening across different subjects as well. And it's just a fantastic opportunity to interact a little bit with your peers whilst you're still at home. How great, and learn something as well. Lots of you have been sending through how creative you've been over the lockdown. You've been really, really thinking about your artwork, the work that's been set by your art teachers, but also some of you have been thinking about how you would like to progress in your own artwork. So we have Elif in the top there with her lovely, lovely canvases that she's been doing. Lots of different colourful pieces of work. Fantastic effort there, girls. Plus a little Easter bunny from the Easter work from Sophie. Good work. Continuing with the Easter sort of theme, these are lots of pieces of work that different girls have been doing over the Easter break to either celebrate Easter or to make a really nice positive thing out of perhaps a little bit of a disappointing situation, like Isla with her beach scene, where she couldn't go to St Ives, so she made the beach in her own home. I think that's a really lovely way of celebrating. PSHE, so 7AR, have been thinking about positivity, how they can make themselves feel positive, little sayings, little verses that they can remember to make themselves feel good. And I just want you to have a minute just to have a look at some of those. But let's just think about Phoebe rules at the bottom here. So be different, be yourself, be the unicorn in a field of horses. And I think that's lovely, Phoebe. Well done. PE! You've all been taking up lots and lots of different activities. You've been keeping yourself fit and active, which is really, really important at the moment. It's a good opportunity to get out of the house, to get out in the sunshine, do something physical, release those endorphins and make yourself feel good. So we have got Rosie Herbert here, who has been practicing her PE skipping skills in the garden. Diana Lewis, who's managed to complete 12 toilet roll keepy uppies. That's better than any of the other PE teachers. Well done, Diana. And Jessica Lansdowne, who's still keeping up with her martial arts training online. She's doing online courses. And I know lots and lots of you are taking part in Jo Wicks's PE lessons every single day. And that, again, fantastic opportunity to just get yourself moving, make yourself feel good. And those of you that are coming into school have been having lots of fun, particularly in our period 3, where we've been doing different activities from football rounders, to skipping, to badminton, to lots of Just Dance, okay? And I've even been giving Just Dance a go, and I quite like it actually. So if you're having a great time here as well, just keeping yourself moving and having that break away from the computer screen as well is really important. In maths, we've been doing lots and lots of hard work in maths, and I know that quite a lot of that's been computer-based, but maths team have been really working hard to try and get you to feel a little bit more creative, and again, moving away from the computer screen. There's some really lovely multiplication flowers here that you've all been doing. So again, it doesn't have to be just computer-based, girls. And you've all been thinking about how we can move our school forward. So even though you're not here, you're thinking about still being part of our wider school community. Really lovely entries to the school logo competition. There are some fantastic things about you thinking about our school ethos, our school values, and how you can tie that all together. Great work, girls. Okay, I'm now going to take you to Mrs. Venables, who's going to talk to you and explain who is up for our effort awards from your teachers.
Thank you. Good morning, Year 7. It's lovely to think that we are still connected, even though it's virtual. And it was also been great to look through the slides with you and see who's been doing a really good job. Remember to keep those buddy applications coming in. That's really important. We're really looking forward to you working with our younger students who will be starting in Year 7, hopefully in September. So that's all great. So I have got a lovely list of nominations from the staff at school about the amount of effort that you have been putting into your work whilst you have been at home. So I'm going to go through this and read out who has been nominated this time. So in English, Miss Whitehead has made an outstanding effort progress comment for Sophie Gamlin. But she's receiving an exceedingly high standard of work that makes her almost GCSE ready. And I know that she's really looking forward to receiving work from you, Sophie. The following students have also been nominated for displaying each of the 5 Haysfield values whilst working in school. So these are girls who are coming into school at the moment. These awards go to Sophia Gingell Ward, B. Davies, Mia Incledon, and Beth Hayward. For being NHS heroes and putting their skills to good use and producing PPE for local hospitals and doctors' surgeries whilst they've been out of school, this award goes to Amy Maggs and Emily Eldridge. For completing a detailed and reflective evaluation of the Tycoon Enterprise project, where this is for Nell Abbey, has clearly used a variety of entrepreneurial skills during the process and consistently put a huge amount of effort into completing maths assessments and has not been afraid to ask questions, which has helped her complete the task. That's really important, as Ms. Button said. You do need to ask if you're stuck on anything. Ella Adams, for going above and beyond in French and going above and beyond within dance and recording and saving her own set phases for her teacher to see, demonstrating an excellent level of commitment to the subject. Kiki Ambrose has been adapting extremely quickly to learning from home and producing some excellent work in geography and history. Lily Arndale, excellent work completed so far in her D&T board game project. Freya Birchall has shown sheer dedication and emailing her maths teacher when stuck, which is great. Kiana Bonicalini for showing outstanding effort and attention to detail in maths. Bernice Carter for great work and effort so far on how computers work assessment. Emily Coates has also received an award for the great work and effort that she has shown so far on how computers work. B. Davis, fabulous English work and excellent grade from the Macbeth assessment she's completed. Sophia Denard has received outstanding grades in geography digital learning tasks. Isla Durrant has received an award for excellent work so far on her board game project. Neve and Scarlett Fitzgerald both get awards for showing a huge amount of enthusiasm towards completing the achievement first tasks every day. Rebecca Giles, great effort and work so far on how computers work, and outstanding effort and attention for detail in her maths work. Hannah Gleghorn for being organised and doing brilliantly in her online science tasks. The following girls have received efforts for showing outstanding effort and attention to detail in maths. They are Jada Goodridge, Hannah Groves, Hannah Hall, Annalie Hammer, and Darcy Harding. Belle Harris receives an Effort Award for outstanding work in music, and Sasha Hartwell receives an award for excellent work in Spanish. Meg Henderson, outstanding effort and attention to detail in her maths. Isla Hyde for sheer dedication and emailing her maths teacher when she gets stuck. Mia Jarvis has received an award for outstanding effort in her French. Leonore Julio, great work and effort so far on how the computers work assessment. B. Kirchner, consistently putting in a high amount of effort into completing maths assignments and has not been afraid to ask questions when she has needed help to complete tasks. Jess Lansdowne receives an award for her fantastic level of commitment to PE work by completing 4 sessions of martial arts each week and sharing these with the PE team via photographs. The following 2 students received an award for effort and attention in detail in maths. That goes to Amy Maggs and to Ella Merchant. Naomi Wapo receives an award for showing exceptional organisation of digital work folders and for maintaining an excellent quality of work. Well done, Naomi. Katie Palmer receives an award for producing excellent work in every task set in geography and outstanding work in music. For outstanding effort and attention to detail in maths, Lucy Payne. Rowan Peregrine Jones receives an award for outstanding effort in her music work. Annabelle Roof receives an award for her outstanding effort and attention to detail in maths. Clara Sunbrook gets an award for her outstanding work in music. Zoe Shepherd for asking for extra English work. Tangela Vaidehi for consistently putting a high amount of effort into completing her maths assignments and has not been afraid to ask questions when she's needed help. Georgia Tavener Coates, outstanding effort in detail in maths. Millie Thorpe, outstanding effort in French. Rachel Tiley, excellent work in Spanish. Louise Tribe, a wonderful artistic poster in PSHE. April Turner, another one of our NHS heroes. She has put in her sewing skills to good use and producing PPE for local hospitals and doctor surgeries. Phoebe Waltz for consistently positive approach to English work during this lockdown. Ellie Watley for outstanding effort and attention to detail in maths. Talia Whittle for excellent grade on geography, digital learning tasks and outstanding work in music. Miriam William Samuel for outstanding effort and attention to detail in maths. And last but by no means least, Ruby Woodward for excellent work so far in her board game project. So now for some more award nominations, over to Miss Yates.
Hello, we've got some special nominations because of our extraordinary circumstances. We thought it would be really nice if we asked your parents what they thought that you were doing particularly well. So we've asked them to nominate any of their daughters where they think that they have gone above and beyond expectations. So here are some of those nominations. First one is to Nina Smythe. Nina, your parents want you to know that you've truly impressed them by showing care and conscientiousness in your duties. You make your own food, do your own work, and you've only ever asked for help right at the start of the beginning with technical issues with your computer. So well done. Millie Thorpe, your parents have been really impressed with how you've been challenging yourself to learn new skills. You've learned how to cook, you've learned how to use DIY tools safely, and you've even been helping making a new shed for the garden. Superb achievement. Annabelle Dixon, your parents have written to say that you have been consistently impressive for your kind and caring behaviour. So we know all about how you've been making cookies for your brother to help him through his difficult times with his GCSEs, but you've also been growing vegetables in the garden, and on top of that, just displaying lots and lots of resilience and determination on your schoolwork, so well done. Erin Bagshaw, we hear from your parents that you've been working really hard in your lessons even though you've had some quite severe computer problems to deal with. You've also been a superb daughter in looking after your mum when she had a mild case of the coronavirus, and she was very grateful for you being so caring and so diligent. Matilda Wilkins, your parents have written us to say that they're very proud of the fantastic artwork that you've been doing and how caring that you've been by messaging all of your extended family every day to check on them. They say that you have been a real source of inspiration to them at home. What an accolade. Beatrice Wells, your mum has said that she's really grateful on how you navigate your way through each day without a squeak or a moan. On top of all of your schoolwork, you've been busy learning some online lessons on how to touch type. So that is really quite an achievement. Well done, Beatrice. Annalie Hammer, your parents have written to say how much they appreciate your independence. They've both got very full and busy jobs, and you don't always have regular access to the computer because they're using it, so you're working around them in completing your work, and they really appreciate how much you have worked around those organisational difficulties. Evie Abbott, your grandmother has written to us, and she says that you have diligently completed all of the daily tasks that have been set in those subjects, and she's particularly proud because she knows that you find some of those subjects quite challenging, like maths and French. You've even had pieces of work submitted to the school bulletin in art, and she says that's made her feel very, very proud. Lily O'Regan, your parents have written to us to say how impressive it is that you get yourself up every morning during term time to complete your lessons, and on top of that you're spending time with them at break times or lunch times and going out for running sessions or doing lots of things with them. I hear that you have not complained once during all this time at home, and that's quite a remarkable achievement in itself, and that you're continuing to work hard. What's really nice also is that you're providing lots of support for members of your family by providing flapjacks, cookies and cupcakes. And then lastly, Sasha Hartwell, your parents have written in to say that you have got a very independent and mature approach to your work. So they were particularly impressed with the resilience that you showed during the ups and downs with the IT situation that we had right at the beginning, and actually the time and dedication that you took to set up your timetable and get yourself organised. We hear also, Sasha, that you've been learning to walk on a slack line. I myself know that this is a very hard thing to do indeed. I think I've managed to have 2 steps. So if you've got to 3 steps, you've already beaten me, Sasha, so well done. Your parents also wanted you to know how appreciative that they were about you cooking them a 3-course anniversary dinner. So lots and lots of very impressive things from you girls about you working at home. That makes us very proud to have all those nominations. And we wanted just to finish by saying thank you, because you have displayed to us that actually, this is very true. Lots of us are braver than what we think, they're stronger than we see, we're smarter than we think, and really importantly, you all know that you are much loved. This is particularly important for us because we're in a situation where we haven't got all of the answers to lots of questions that are being asked. I think also I'm going to kind of say goodbye before I hand over to Miss Button and Mrs Venables, just to say that we hope we've role modelled a little bit here that, life isn't always plain sailing, it's not always smooth, you can make little mistakes and errors and carry on, and I think we've done a really good way of demonstrating how to make a few little errors and carry on, so bear with us. Thank you very much.
Girls, I just want to say that we do really, really miss you. We miss having you in school. We miss hearing you around the school, hearing your little conversations that you're having. You make us laugh lots, and we really, really miss you. We love to see you back soon. So take care from me. I'm going to hand over to Mrs Venables.
And finally from me, everything that Miss Yates and Miss Button has said, these are strange times, and you do need to look after each other and be kind to each other. And very importantly, you need to also be kind to yourself. So make sure that every day has something in it that you enjoy doing that makes you feel good.
Thank you. Bye.